Yo, so what's up? Back again with the new blog. Ahora sí me trajeron una mamalona that needs my help. we're gonna fix a bunch of things that people did and they didn't do it correct. Initially, he came just for a step notch, shock relocation, and bedliner. But now it's a wiring mess. Radio don't work. Sunroof don't work. So let me introduce that in Spanish. So, ¿qué onda? ¿Cómo andamos? Raza, estamos haciendo una troca que me trajeron, que vinieron para un underbed, un shock relocation y el bedliner para pintar atrás. Nada más que una cosa que llegó y me dijo que unas cuantas cosas no estaban sirviendo. Pues había pagado él para que le instalaran esas cosas y pues se andan pagando por cosas así, ¿no? Por Mickey Mouse, lo voy a tener que arreglar. Ahorita me puse a desarmar, pero luego dije, agarro la cámara para señales. So I had to pick up the camera. Well, before I picked up the camera, I was already working on the truck. But I said, no, let me make a vlog of this. So let me show you guys what I'm getting myself. Remember, this is the truck that I painted. The hood, the grill, the bumpers, the mirrors, the handles, the rear one. So this sunroof, they connected it. I guess it was working, then it wasn't working. He paid somebody, I don't know who it is, but he paid for somebody to get it done. However, I don't see how you're gonna get different color wires. This is thinner, this is thicker. Oh, let me guess, I don't have enough wire. Let me just make a connection here from small to big. Oh, I ran out of wire again. Let me do another wire from here to here, and the list goes on and on. So it didn't work. I'm gonna have to rewire all this. The radio doesn't work. I gotta check what's wrong with that right now. I was in the process of doing that. So let me take off this and then we'll see what's going on. Hopefully they didn't burn the radio, and then either tomorrow or something we'll do the back. But one thing leads to another. Let's get my boy going perfect, fine. Every single time somebody comes to me, I like getting my shit done 100%. Not no Mickey Mouse like this. Honestly, if people pay things, if you're doing this kind of work, do it right. You could simply burn somebody's truck by just Mickey Mousing it, and that's a no-no. So let's fix somebody else's work. Y puro para adelante, nada para atrás. Vámonos. Fuga. Let's remove this and see why the double din is not working. So we're back again. It's the next couple of days that they dropped me off the truck that I was working on. I got the radio to work, and I rewired that stupid button for the sunroof, so I saved them some money. The stereo worked, nothing fried. It was a wire that was not connected in the right location, so I ended up doing that. I fixed it. La troca, ya ves que la otra vez me la trajeron. Ya son unos cuantos días y le arreglé el quemacocos. Le corrí todos los cables bien. Le puse un fusible allá no le tenían un fusible, so le puse un fusible. El estéreo también se lo arreglé. So le ahorré un poco de dinero para que no vaya a comprar. Mucha gente le decían que era el quemacocos, pero era el cablero. So lo arreglé. No traigo pues ayuda para quitar la cama. I don't have anybody that can help me right now to take out the bed. What I did remove all the bolts. Remove the gas filler. So it's technically ready to come off. But I need help to do it, so that'll be later on today. Also removed the tailgate, so it makes it lighter. So right now, I'm gonna work on the hoe. I have to fix the bump steer kit. It has some washers on there that sometimes gets loose. I called the company, messaged the company, shout out to them. They overnight me this, which awesome company. That I buy all my control arms. This is new, and this is what I'm gonna install. on a hoe. So, oh, it's my mother over there. Let me air it up and get this started and show you the process. So I'm gonna take the wheel off. Try to do this before it gets too hot. Also, the battery's done. Come on. So let me put this in the charger. I'm gonna pick it up right now. Just remove the 28s. Now, since I can't use the impact, I gotta do it by hand. So, what the hell did I need the pressure wrench for? So, what's up? We're back again on La 2017. The truck that I was working on. You guys already saw that I fixed all those wiring mess. Quedó bien. So, como vieron en el otro video, estoy todavía trabajando en la troca. Hoy voy a comenzar haciendo el bedliner. Ahorita lo voy a lijar completo, tenerlo listo, tapear todo lo que no debo que sprayar y sprayarlo. Ese es el plan. Today is the day that I'm gonna prep the bed for it to get sprayed with bedliner. And then the notch, I'm still waiting on a piece of tubing, square tubing at the bottom that I could put, because when they put the notch, it is too thin of material on the top, and the last thing I want to do is have that flex down, and nobody wants a saggy bed. I was gonna say something that's inappropriate, but I think I caught myself. So with that being said, I'll show you guys that in a bit, but for now, I'm gonna do the bed completely, have it done, and then into that tube comes, then I'll start on the notch. So right now I'm gonna hit it with 320 completely, give something to it here. So that's what I have right here, tape and the plastic. So that being said, let me get straight to work and I'll show you guys right now.
Max, well, we don't want to spray. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. If I could, there you go. I usually never do the tops because it's hard to get that line, and then you get a squiggly line. I don't like that. There you go. That's one tape line there. So I'm gonna do the other one, start sanding, and I'll pick you guys in a little bit because I don't think you guys want to get bored of me sanding. So
this is after about 5 hours of sanding. Got everything down, cleaned, prepped, primered everywhere there's metal, covered it completely, as you can see. Covered it al 100, my boys. So right now I'm gonna show you the product that I'm going to be using. Shake it, spray it, and let's get this show on the road.
Product I like to use, Raptor liner. Comes with the harner. This is not a sponsor video. And then they recommend you to put the gun between 40 and 60. It just depends on what kind of texture you want. So I'm gonna mix this right now. I'm gonna shoot the first one. I don't have a camera guy, so I'm not too sure. Well, you know what? I could put my tripod right here and we'll see how much it picks up. So with that being said, let me get this going and let's spray.
So there you go, my boys. Finished product. Now you gotta let it bake. Good texture. Let it bake. So yeah, I recommend this bed liner if you want to do it yourself. It's a good way to do it, and it comes out nice. At first, you are gonna get a little bit nervous because you have to learn how to spray it, and if you take too long, then you lose your material really fast. But as long as you take your time and spray it like it's supposed to, you'll have more than enough materials to go ahead and finish the whole bed. So let me put everything away, and then we'll see if we work on the mamalona. Right now I'm just cleaning up the gun and picking up my mess, and then we'll see where today gets us to.
Andamos otra vez a la Mama Whiskey. Día 2. Vamos a cortar el old notch para poner el nuevo. A ver, ya traigo una idea más o menos cómo va a salir. So, si todo va al plan, queda chingón. A ver, porque pues a ver, vamos a ver cómo le sale, pero yo creo que va a quedar al 100. So today's day 2, working on a Molona. You guys saw yesterday that I did the bed liner. Today I'm gonna attempt to cut that notch to weld in the new one. I have to be very careful because I don't want the frame to bend up. Ever since they welded that one, like I told you guys, it's too thin on the top, so I have to be precise. I have to keep the truck up from the front and the back so it doesn't sag. I have it level right now. Took off the wheels. Let me show you guys.
Aquí está la mamalona. Have it supported there. Have it supporting the jack. I am gonna put something else in the back so it doesn't move or flex on me at all. Like I said, the notch is really thin on the top side, so I have a game plan. I'm gonna try to leave this there if possible until I make sure that it didn't move. So when I weld a new one, I'm gonna cut exactly around this line, remove this, cut this, remove this, and I'll come in the other side and cut these out. And then realistically, this should come out because it's only welded here. It's not in the inside. It's welded here. So let's see how this comes out. I have it leveled on all areas. There. And back here. So realistically, as long as it stays level, we should be good. Let me get the other jack to put in the back of this, and it'll be supported completely, and then we'll start cutting. So with that being said, let's get this started. First cut is done. There you go, boys. Now we gotta be very careful. If we start seeing that it's gonna split, we need to address it. So that's the distance that we need it to stay. So right now I'm gonna cut the other side, and now, like I said, I want to leave this here. I think I'm gonna cut a notch. No, because the frame is not even straight. I have it supported in each area, so I have it there, in the axle, in the back, so it shouldn't sag. But before I cut this is gonna be my indication that if it did split open. So now I'm gonna do the same to the other side and do it. Regardless, what am I worrying about? I mean, I don't think there's no support here. No support here anyways. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to leave it as close as possible to this. So as long as this fits in here, we know that the frame didn't shift forward or back. And it is supported with the top, so that's why I'm trying to cut right above it. So that's gonna be my next cut. Do the same over there, then I'll cut here. If it doesn't move, we'll cut the other side. We'll notch the top, we'll slide the new one in. So let's do just that. Part 2, my boys, and it hasn't shifted, so that's good. So the only thing left right now, it'll be honestly, I want to keep this, but if I can't, then I'll cut it. I'm gonna try to take off this plate in the front and then trim this out and see how far the notch slides in. So let me cut this little area off and then we'll pick it up right now. Okay, my boys, it hasn't moved. I did a couple of tacks there so it doesn't move. I cut this already. Now we're gonna keep on trimming this down so we could put the new one on top and then cut the rest. And then what I'm thinking is I'm gonna weld from the inside, depending on how wide the notch is. I'm gonna weld the inside of this and then put the cover pieces so it give it more back strength, because like I said, this is way too thin on the top. So let me mock it up and then we'll pick it up right now. After trimming about 4.5 hours now, that's what it came up. It didn't bend. It came out good on both sides. So now I already mocked up and I decided to leave those plates in the inside, cut them flush, so that I could give it strength back. I'll weld it in the inside and then put the cover plate on the top, just to give it more strength. So now we just need to line it up. Let me hit it, line it up, and then I'll show you guys right now before I tack. Okay, my boys, all tight of the clamps, ready to burn in. So we're gonna tack it in a couple of places, make sure everything is still good, and then we'll burn it in. Boys, there you go. Now we're gonna let it cool down. We'll do the other side, and then we'll do the inside, and this side will be wrapped. And then depending on how much time we have, we'll start on that one. So we'll give this a minute, let it cool down a little bit.
With the old in with the new.
You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say that's
For you guys with installing the other one, it's pretty much the same. I cut all the pieces the same, and then make sure everything is still within specs. Put it in there, weld it, so the back notches are completely done. Now we just gotta wait for the brackets for the shock relocations, so like that I could do it. But for now, realistically, the most big thing is the step notches. So that's done. Y como les dije, pues ya acabé de poniendo los notches. Los soldé, los quité los viejos. Es más bien poner los más grandes para que refuerce más, porque es el mismo tamaño del chasis. Bases el que tenía, estaba bien delgadito. En un accidente el otro, no, se dobla gacho. En un accidente en este, pura madre que se dobla. Déjale enseño que es hacer un trabajo bien hecho. Ahí están, viejos. Algo bien hecho. Ahí quedó, ahí está el que pinté. Ahorita voy a pintar este, ya que está caliente todavía. Y luego le voy a poner los rines, limpiar, y ahí quedó. So, hago eso y lo recojo ya cuando los traiga en el piso. So I'll pick it up right now when I put the tires on in the floor. And then once we get those brackets, we'll go back to it and then we'll weld those. The bed's done, put it on there, color it wrap. So let's do this. Back again on La Mamalona. They finally brought me the pieces that I need for the shocks. So right now, it is a very windy day. However, in the garage it's not. So the argon's not gonna fly all over the place. But today, the mission is to finish this Mamalona off completely. So right now I'm gonna cut the tube that goes to the top, disconnect the shocks, and weld on the shock relocation bracket kit. So
that being said, I'm gonna start talking. Let's get this done so we could jump on the next project. So, vámonos, Let's hope this video doesn't get very long, because I am gonna have to edit, which is like 5 days worth of work in a short period of time. So right now, I measured the tube in the back, and it measures 35 and 5/8. So that's what I'm gonna cut right now. Once I'm gonna cut it, I'm gonna leave you guys in the tripod. I'm gonna tack, mock everything up, and then if I like how everything is, I'll burn it in, and then we'll call it a wrap. So with that being said, let me get straight to cutting. I don't want to bore you guys with that, and I'll pick it up right now when I start tacking and mocking everything up. So tip test is gonna be your friend. For some reason, it didn't record right now when I tacked, but you can see that the bars is tacked and it's level. I'll get the logo right now. We're gonna make these shocks short to the distance that we're gonna put the bracket kit. So let me compress this one and put it to the desired height, and then I'll pick it up right now once I mock it up, and then hopefully it records this time. I already tacked the tops. There are the same parallel from each side, from the end to the out notch to the first of the tab. I'm tacking the bottom ones right now. So I'm gonna get the tape measure and measure from the end of the differential to the tab. Exactly 3 inches from the differential side. So now I'm gonna tack this side. There you go. Vertical straight is what you want. And since it is a bit under notch, you need to slant them just a tiny bit. But the good thing about them is that you can adjust how high and how low you're gonna go. So right now, it is loose. I'm gonna make sure it's straight before I burn it in. But I like the placement. Right now I'm gonna take it off. Make sure they're level completely before I burn everything in. Burn all this. So let me disassemble, make sure everything is where it needs to be at. And then right now, we'll get to welding. All right, so we're gonna get to welding. Whenever you're welding, you wanna use a good mask, because you don't wanna be smelling all that shit. That's how welders get cancer. So let's get this started.
So let me show you what they look like. Right now I'm gonna jack it up and fully weld the bottom. Here you go, my boys. Algo bien hecho. Completely laid, 100%, good heat, good penetration. Algo lebon. So right now I'm gonna disassemble this, fully weld the bottom when I jack it up, and then we'll fully weld the bottom brackets. We'll paint it and call it good. So let me stop talking, and I'm also gonna do the inside of these. So let me finish this, and then I'll pick you guys when I'm putting it together. My boys, fully welded completely, inside and out, bottom, all the way around. It's hard to do it from the bottom, but it's fully welded. So right now we're gonna let it cool down. I'm gonna spray it with flat black right now, and then also welded this. I'm gonna zip tie this to the top so it doesn't move. This is not gonna be in the way of the shock. So there you go, boys. Algo bien hecho. So let me paint it, put it all together, take it outside, and call this mamalona. My boys, ahí quedó la mamalona. We just need to put the bed back together. But she is ready to go, my boys. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. She, widow. Big difference. This is the right way to do it, honestly. The other way, don't approve at all. Thick, good beads. This ain't going nowhere. This ain't going nowhere, my boys. So now, I'm just gonna wash it, take this apart, and then hopefully, if my brother comes, put the bed, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna be very, very happy to get his truck back, and it's gonna drive a lot better than it did before. So with that being said, thanks for watching, and I appreciate all my new subscribers. You guys, this is all for you guys. I like I told you guys in my auto videos, I like watching things like this. So if you enjoy doing things like this, I mean, you might learn some tricks of the trade. That this, like I said, this is nothing's hard in life. If you have a motive or some kind of idea to do or want to do something like this, it's not hard. My background from welding, I got a certificate from high school. I am 34 years old already, and believe it or not, that carries you a long ways. So with that being said, like I said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next time. She, widow.